Hi there, how's it going? I'm Tom, and I'm a software engineer. Yeah, I work with local startup founders, marketers, creative people, crazy people, and I try to make their ideas work, technically speaking. I've only been in New York for about a year and a half, so I'm still a New York baby, or maybe a toddler. But yeah, trying to learn, trying to see how I can make this work. So how did I get here? First, a little backstory. I grew up in Kralupy nad Vltavou, which is an industrial town north of Prague. Has anybody been there? No one. Oh, yeah, a few people. Right. Okay, wonderful. So in 1980s, Kralupy was a point of on the so-called Triangle of Death. Yes, during winter months, you would get a lot of fog, and it was yellow, full of smoke from the nearby factories. So I wanted to escape. I first escaped in 1992 when I was admitted to study viola performance at the conservatory in Prague. I graduated playing a concerto with a student orchestra, and then received an invitation to enroll at an undergraduate program at the Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, of all places. So I went, and my first American adventure had begun and ended soon thereafter. After 2 semesters, I came back to Kralupy with a wife and a baby on the way. And I quickly realized that I had to switch careers so that I could provide for my family. And so I answered my second calling, which was to become a computer programmer. Yes, that word again. And so yeah, I tried launching a few startups. Here's me speaking at a startup event in Prague. All of them failed, but it's okay. In my business, failure is totally fine, even something to brag about. And yeah, but over time I settled into a very comfortable career of working at a large corporate software projects in Germany and the Netherlands. And life was good, but also something was missing, some meaning or something. I channeled my creative energies through hobbies. Here's me DJing for people who dance Argentine tango. I also danced a lot, and I still dance here in New York. Over time, I decided to make an app for tango DJs. I called it Embrace, but now it's called Bewitched due to a copyright issue. This app is ideal if you DJ in a dimly lit room and you just need the ergonomics, and you need to be sure that the music will keep playing no matter what. So it focuses a lot of preventing mishaps. And yeah, for the longest time, I was the only person using this app until suddenly emails started coming in from people who bought a license. I was like, what's going on here? That's weird. The revenue still doesn't pay the New York rent, but yeah, these emails always make my day, for sure. Other than that, I started working independently with clients who I found over the internet, mostly US-based. And that work felt really meaningful. So I was thinking, hey, how could I make this my main business? And also, how could I go back to the States? I have an American dream to fulfill. So in May 21, after I found out that again, I was not selected in the annual diversity visa lottery, I looked into my options and I found out about the E2 visa. Now it's an investment class visa that lets you, put your skin in the game. You put up, significant capital toward your U.S. enterprise, and then go to the consulate. And if you convince them, they let you come in here and work on your business. So that's what I did. And in March of last year, I arrived in New York. And man, my first client was Bloomberg, so that felt good, right? It was a great start, right? Well, wrong. It was a false start, so to speak, because it made me believe that finding clients here in New York would be much easier than it actually is. So after about 1 year, I finished, the contract and realized, hey, I kind of need to make that business work for real, right? Not my actual office, although I do have an office in Dumbo. This one is AI generated in like 2 minutes, maybe. It's amazing what these machines can do. And the point here is that in about 3 years, I have to fill this office, or some like that, with people, right? So in 3 years, I have to tell the US consulate, here's my business. I have a couple of employees, and please let me go back in, pretty please. Yeah, so I'm hustling. I'm going to all events, talking to anybody willing to talk to me, trying to see, how to scale things, how can I hire people the fastest. I've been working with a couple startups. One was in LA. They are something like Netflix for romantic short-form videos. Another one here in New York. They do price discovery for medical procedures when you want to pay out of pocket. You all know how complex the healthcare system here is, so they kind of try to make that more transparent. And yeah, basically trying to figure out if working with startups, trying to accelerate their growth and scale is something that I could do, and find good people, who I could put in this office. So that's the plan. Thank you.